Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. I hope you all had a great weekend. If your schedules are anything like mine, your summer weekends are probably already starting to fill up with parties, concert, trips, and other great activities. And last weekend was no exception for us. We had a very busy but very fun weekend. And what comes after a busy, fun weekend? Monday. Really quickly. Mondays are a bad thing, but I kind of like to sneak into them really quietly so they don't know I'm here. For example, here at the Daily Muddy, our Monday shows might look a little bit different than the rest of the week. They may drop a little later in the day, but this isn't all bad. We can record our Monday shows on Friday. That means you'll get it earlier in the day on Monday, but sometimes things happen over the weekend, and if we record on Friday for Monday, we might miss something. Now, we're not going to go all 24/7 wall-to-the-wall breaking news here, but we do want to be able to be as topical as we can. Mondays will also be the day that we break things down with Muddy River News publisher Bob Gough about the week that was and about the week ahead. So, coming up after the break, I'll have that chat with Bob Gough.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
A great night's sleep starts at Harvey's Furniture. Harvey's is your home for industry-leading handcrafted mattresses from Bemco, Spring Air, and Chatham & Wells. Twin, full, queen, and king, we have a full selection of in-stock mattresses to fit your needs. No waiting, get it today, and as always, free delivery. You deserve a better night's sleep. Harvey's Furniture, our home, your home. Welcome back, everybody. Here with me now is Mr. Bob Gough, publisher for Muddy River News. Bob, speaking of busy weekends, I think I missed a lot last weekend being gone, and I think this weekend was no exception. So big stuff happening, huh?
Yeah, we finally got our police chief.
Yeah?
Which is, everybody's happy about, it looks like.
Yeah.
I think David Adams is going to be by for Tuesday's show to talk a little bit more about that because he was really involved in that process. But basically, the fellow from Chicago, Jonathan Lewin, kind of dragged his feet for about 2 weeks and sort of left us in limbo. As you saw in the interview with Chief Copley, it was kind of beginning to affect the department a little bit.
Sure.
And Adam Yates, he talked to David last week, and it sounds like, he's ready to go, and, there was no question that he was going to accept if they offered the job. So I think that we'll see how that goes over with the city council meeting coming up a little later tonight. So that's one of the kind of big things we're going to be following this week to just see if we do have indeed have that seamless transition.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'll be interesting to hear kind of how that shakes out. I'm excited for him, and yeah, may the best man take the job, and we'll see how he does.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I think we have a new teacher's contract. Is that
we
is that
do
right?
now? They're going to talk about it Wednesday. We tried to get some details, but both sides really didn't want to jinx it. They
Sure.
wanted to kind of say, okay, let's see how things shake out. So Wednesday night is the school board meeting, and so the board will go into executive session. They'll vote on then they'll discuss the contract, and they'll come out and they'll vote on the contract. And Shelley Arns, the vice president of the unions, pretty confident that the board will accept it, and the union all ratified as well. So sounds like it's a 3-year deal, which is great for stability. It's great that you've got a new superintendent coming in who doesn't have to mess with that.
Right.
That's huge.
That is big, yeah.
So I think that then everybody can kind of just go along and see where we are. I think the interesting thing that is going to see is with this contract, the school district had a pretty sizable amount of COVID money to put toward this. So I think this, by them doing this, in which the school district and the teachers are going to get from what I understand, the largest raises they've had in years. Now, teachers, being married to a teacher, of course, I think, and you and I've talked, they deserve all the money they get. So we'll see, what the public reaction is to this. I would think over the last 2 years, when teachers and parents and everybody have had to go through a lot, I would hope that people will embrace the contract, and of course, it will be a public document, so everybody will be able to read it and see what everybody gets. Teachers have one of those jobs where their salaries are public, and everybody can see how much they make, and it's kind of a thing. So anyway, I think that looking at this, I think that's once that's done, then the school district can get ready to welcome in Todd Pettit. Roy Webb is done the end of June, so he'll technically have one more meeting as the superintendent, but then after that, it'll be Todd Pettit's turn to run the show.
Great. Well, hopefully there's a smooth transition for him. And
I think there will be.
Yeah, good. Excellent. And maybe not new news, but it's definitely affecting me because I got to have my blotter, and for some reason, it's just not happening, right?
Well,
I mean, what's going? It's the cyber attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't, the city still can't send or receive emails. We didn't get, we haven't had the blotter for like 2 weeks now, or is it week? It's been a while.
Yeah, too long.
But also, we haven't received any agendas for any public meetings. Now, before email, all you had to do was post it on the bulletin board at City Hall, and if you cared and you wanted to find out what was going to happen at City Hall, you'd go look at it, and it's kind of what you have to do now because they don't have it. But they are faxing it to people, but unfortunately, many businesses like Muddy River, we don't have fax.
No fax, yeah. That's old school now.
Yeah. No, I think we can maybe rig our copier up for it, but I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that. So we're hoping that the cyber situation is resolved. We understand that the city has been asked to pay a ransom, so that's one of the things that I think is going to.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Ransomware. Yeah. So it's ransom. It's like, hey, if you want your services back, you're going to pay this.
Huh.
And so that's one of the things that David Adam is also going to follow up on at the city council meeting tonight. As we talked about who is going to cover what, he's handling that. I'll handle school board Wednesday night. So, and then that's kind of the last busy meeting week for the governing bodies going. Before we have our Memorial Day holiday. So, but yeah, no blotter. I'm sorry, we've gotten lots of calls on it and people sending emails and stuff. So I thought I'd address that with you here and say, not our fault. QPD can't send them out. It's they got hacked and they're still trying to work through it. And the other thing is you can't pay your water bill online and all that stuff. You got to go cut a check and all that. So again, it's we all love technology until it doesn't work.
Exactly.
And when you have some crap like this and where somebody's going to actually actively go after you, it's a problem.
That is a problem.
So
any ties to this and the goings-ons with the chief and anything there?
No, I don't think we're going to go down any conspiracy theory rabbit hole with that.
All right.
I think we're going to count these as separate instances. But again, I know it sure seems like while they are separate instances, they are both things that have weighed heavily on the mayor, and so he his last couple weeks have been a little rough. So hopefully the city once now that we're past this situation and they can get the ransomware and the hack resolved, maybe we can have some smooth sailing so Mike Trope can get into his second year being mayor a little more smoothly.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, at least if nothing else, hopefully he has a nice Memorial Day weekend coming up.
Well, yeah, let's and the other thing about Memorial Day weekend coming up is no Gus Macker. That's going to be the one thing that everybody's for years it's kind of been a staple. Either you did it, you participated, you had kids playing, or you're like, oh my God, or corn dogs. Or, oh my God, it's Macker, I'm staying away from downtown. It was one of two things.
Right.
So, none of that this year. And, the Quincy Exchange Club ran it for years, and they brought in a lot of revenue, and they gave out a lot of revenue from it. They've picked up some other fundraisers to sort of take its place. But it's going to be a little weird Memorial Day weekend without having Gus Macker. And a lot of guys who are involved in the Exchange Club and women who have recently also in Exchange Club are like, well, guess we'll go do something else with our weekends now.
Maybe enjoy it a little bit more.
Yes, but the first 10 years I was pretty heavily in it, and Gus busted and helped run it, and and then you get done, and then Mondays, the tournament's done Sunday night, but then Monday it's like you're so exhausted. It's like, well, thank God I have today off, so I don't have to do anything. But it was draining. It was a great event, but again, time passes and it's on to the next thing.
On to Bigger and better, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I think, did I miss anything
No,
else?
that's good.
No,
We're
good?
Good wrap up. Way to get things ramped up here on a Monday. And like I said, glad you made it back. Don't leave again, so I have to get stuck doing this thing.
I'll try not to.
And keep those limited.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you, Bob.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Ashley.
you chatting with me.